Compact, smart, ultramodern. They're able to predict, analyze, and draw conclusions. They can hear, see, and even feel. Ukrainian agribusiness startups are creating technologies which have never been used before. Find out next how to grow better vegetables more easily than you ever could have before. Integrated, automated, robotic systems used to make agriculture easier and cheaper. This is no longer science fiction or novelty. They're also no longer focused on universal one-size-fits-all systems. Modern consumers want adaptability and personalized touches that are suited to their own particular needs. Moreover, solutions must be user-friendly and accessible to anyone. Up until recently, the agricultural sector has not seen the same attention from tech entrepreneurs as have other parts of the economy. But now, a Ukrainian startup is looking to change that. They want to prove that farms, no matter the size, can be automated in a cheap, efficient, and simple-to-use manner. The cost of equipment, microcontrollers, and sensors is constantly decreasing. Production is happening on a wider and wider scale. This allows manufacturers to be able to develop new technologies that are more energy efficient, compact, and affordable. These systems help not only large agribusiness, but also family farms and even just your backyard garden. Everything can be controlled from your office or home, no matter how far away you are. There was no snow tonight at first, but then everything was covered in it within just a few hours. This meant that the ambient temperature in the facility had changed significantly. It is therefore necessary to adjust the climate control quickly in order to keep internal conditions ideal for the plants regardless of how things are outside. Monitoring what is happening in the greenhouse is very important. And this is where the team's invention comes into play. The system registers even the slightest changes in the greenhouse's internal temperature. It does the same with soil moisture, and even the smallest deviation is registered. Beyond taking measurements, the system is also able to normalize the situation by, for example, bringing the temperature back to normal or enabling additional irrigation. These sensors and climate control systems are relatively cheap, costing a few $100s at most. However, the cost of developing the software to run them and allow them to interact over the internet can reach tens of thousands of dollars. It could seem that this technology would be very expensive and require an IT team in order to constantly monitor and maintain the system. But according to Yevhen Lokmetov, everything is much simpler than that. They have created their product in such a way that even people with no knowledge in software development can customize their programs in an easy-to-use graphical interface. It is a user-friendly tool that allows users to create useful programs without any actual programming background. They can connect various devices together through a network, to cloud devices, business intelligence systems, to AI, and even create mobile applications that are connected to these systems. According to the developers, even school children can use this tool to program, among many other things, watering devices for flower pots. The tool could also be useful for ordinary users who do not even need it for agricultural reasons. For example, it could be used to program smart home systems. If you forgot to turn the lights off, or if you want to turn the heating on, or defrost the fridge, all that and more is possible. Suppose you need to automate the lights. For that, we move the necessary elements into the work area. We will take the button, the delay, represented by a timer, and the LED bulb, which will represent the lighting itself. Then, we combine them by choosing the ports which they will be connected through. There is no port for the timer, so we set the delay for only 5 seconds. Then we connect all of this to our LED bulb. We do not connect the bulb to the port because it's connected with a single button. And it's done. Let's see how it works. It's not only easy to create smart systems from scratch using this program. If the task you need to do has changed, or if you need to redesign the entire structure, you still won't need an expert. All you have to do is adjust the logic, and the program will refresh everything by itself.
Сейчас это специалист, инженер, выезжает со своим ноутбуком на объект.
As it works right now, an engineer has to go to a site with their laptop in order to make adjustments,
Деньги. Если мы говорим
which takes both time and money. Even with cheaper options, the microcontroller still has to be physically delivered to the service center, where it will be reprogrammed and updated before being sent back.
Обратно. Простите, что должно с объектом происходить в этот момент? Как он будет?
But what is supposed to happen on site in the meantime? How are you supposed to continue operations? Switch to some kind of manual mode?
Независимо от количества устройств, которые нужно обновлять.
With our technology, the time needed to update a network is only limited by the largest device on that network.
Самого длительного, наибольшего прошивки одного устройства.
It usually takes no more than a minute. The developers have done extensive market research and haven't found a close comparison to their product. The agricultural sector is what they primarily had in mind during the design process, and it is their target market, but is only one of the many possible uses for the system. There is already an interesting testing ground for the technology in the United States. We are already launching a test case in San Francisco in a 3-story co-living space where all systems are automated. The ventilation, the climate control, heating and cooling of the floor, motion sensors, and so on. Our client is very loyal and is willing to be our showroom. Using this building, both the developers and their client want to see what this Ukrainian invention is capable of. This device has the potential to be revolutionary for farmers. It controls, analyzes, and even suggests actions that you should take. It is also a major step forward for its Ukrainian development team. The artificial intelligence is capable of making independent decisions based off its own analysis of signals received from sensors and controllers. Smart cameras and other sensors are the eyes of this system that can monitor everything in a greenhouse. It knows everything about plant varieties, their features, ripening periods, and even their projected yields. This technology is similar to what is found at pedestrian crossings and things like that. We have repurposed it to be much more precise. Even if the technology behind it is not completely new, it is not that simple to develop the system. Devices can be called smart only if they are well programmed. In this case, a lot of work has to be done. Smart devices are like small children. You can tell them that it's an apple, and they learn it's an apple. It's a very long process. Roughly 1 million photographs have to be analyzed, so the testing process is also very long. The Kai Vision system is one result of this long and thorough training. It is designed to be used for fruits, vegetables, and other agricultural crops. This is how it works. Sensors and cameras are first installed in the greenhouse. After that, you enter information about the plants they are growing into the system. Everything else is done automatically. The artificial intelligence will then monitor the plants and send the data to the user's smartphone or computer. You will therefore be able to keep an eye on your crops from thousands of kilometers away. Kai Vision will also alert you to when the fruits or vegetables are ripe and when it is time to harvest.
Фотографии присылает с камеры в облако, и в конечном интерфейсе мы можем...
The photos of what the system sees are uploaded to the cloud, where they can then be viewed from a smartphone.
Состояние растения, как в примере, как интерфейс, чтобы упростить эту всю схему.
Here's a simple version of how it works. I will take a photo from my phone. The system will then analyze it and report that the state of the plant is green.
И вот машина увидела, что состояние этого растения зеленое.
You can see that visually, and the system confirms it. Depending on this state, it will be possible to choose the most convenient care system pre-programmed by professional farmers.
Система ухода максимально удобна и запрограммирована вот профессиональными аграриями.
Experts say that Ukrainian tech startups have begun developing products for the most profitable niches in the agricultural sector. So now, it falls on investors to help take these products to wider markets.